Where's the documentary on why our schools are worse than prisons? Free our children from laws that shorten their lives. While people flood social media to protest for Roger Ver's freedom, where are the protests for the millions of children locked inside wireless radiation prisons, schools that are worse than actual penitentiaries? Where is the outrage over Section 704 of the Telecommunications Act, the unconstitutional law that strips parents of their God-given right to protect their children? Where is the documentary exposing how U.S. schools have become high-tech cages where kids are bathed in microwave radiation all day, every day, with no legal recourse? The real prison, a system that mandates wireless exposure. Let's break this down. Schools now resemble prisons. Fences, surveillance cameras, lockdown drills. Our children grow up in an environment that is more restrictive than what actual inmates face. But unlike prisons, there's no escape. Prisoners get yard time. Children in schools get 5G towers outside their classrooms. Prisoners get shields against dangerous conditions. Children are forced to sit under Wi-Fi routers all day with no protections. Prisoners can file legal complaints if their environment is hazardous. Parents can't even protest the placement of a cell tower next to their child's school. Because of Section 704, parents like John Coates, whose daughter Melanie sits just 460 feet from a powerful cell tower at school, are legally barred from objecting to this exposure on health grounds. It doesn't matter that thousands of peer-reviewed studies show that long-term exposure to radiofrequency radiation is linked to DNA damage, oxidative stress, neurological disorders, infertility, and even cancer. In America, our children are forced into this radiation experiment without their consent. Where is the Netflix special about this? Where is the investigative documentary? Roger Ver might get 25 to life, but these children won't live to see 25. People are screaming about Roger Ver's tax evasion case, but what about the silent death sentence we've given our children? The National Toxicology Program found clear evidence linking cell phone radiation to cancer. The Ramazzini Institute confirmed these findings in large-scale animal studies, with tumors forming at exposure levels lower than what our children experience daily. Scientists around the world agree. Cell towers should not be within 1,500 feet of schools. Melanie Coates sits only 460 feet from a tower. That is one-third the safe distance, and thanks to Section 704, her father can't do a damn thing about it. So while people rally for Roger Ver's freedom, who is standing up for the freedom of our children to grow up without being poisoned by telecom greed? Who is speaking out against the TCA's unconstitutional overreach, which violates the First and 10th Amendments by stripping parents of their ability to challenge hazardous cell tower placements? Who is fighting to repeal Section 704, which puts the wireless industry's profits ahead of public health? We are protesting the wrong things. I'm not saying Roger Ver doesn't deserve due process. I am saying our children deserve a future. If you believe in freedom, you should be fighting for the right of every child to go to school in a safe environment, not one contaminated by constant microwave radiation. If you believe in justice, you should be demanding that Section 704 be repealed, so parents can finally challenge dangerous cell towers near schools. If you believe in America's future, then you should be protesting for the children who won't live long enough to inherit that future if we continue allowing telecom giants to control our policies. Call to action #Trump repeal 704. This fight is bigger than one man's tax status. This is about repealing Section 704 so communities can challenge harmful cell tower placements. Holding the FCC accountable for failing to update RF safety standards based on modern science. Protecting children from involuntary radiation exposure in schools. Restoring parental rights to make health and safety decisions for their kids. It's time to fight for the right cause. Visit RF Safe to learn more. Forget Roger Ver. Free our children from their wireless prison. #Trump repeal. 704 protect our children #repeal section. 704 end wireless prisons.